Bear here. I am filming this directly off the back of me filming my top 10 tarot decks of 2024, which is why I'm in the same getup. So this is Tarot Advent, day 7, week down. What? It's gone so quickly. I talked a little bit about this in the video that will be going up tomorrow, so never mind that, nix that. I already have my cards ready to show you. So basically what happened is last night, which would have been the Friday the 6th, I was playing a game of Call of Cthulhu. It's an online tabletop RPG role-playing game that I play online with a bunch of friends, with a group of friends. It's a short campaign that's being run by a friend of mine, and he gave us all pre-assigned characters to just keep it really straightforward and quick and easy, and I was assigned a really fun character. He said when he had the list of characters to assign to each of us, there's 7 players, he knew immediately that this character was going to be for me. Basically, it's this character called Lilith Ravenwood. She's from Dublin, and she's a charlatan and a fake medium and a huckster. She's sort of she's a swindler, and yeah, like a spirit, like a fake. She's a fake, and being very aware that within the world that I live in and in the world of this Call of Cthulhu game, that real mediums and ghosts all exist, right, in this game, but she's a total fake. She's just in it for the money, and she scams like rich people, but she reads the tarot. I added that little bit in, I think. And so I was in a situation where, like, every time that I play a tabletop RPG, when I'm sitting there in front of my laptop, to help me focus, I will usually have a deck or two to shuffle. Like, it's like my fidget deck, my fidget toy, right? And that helps me focus on the game when I'm listening to the other players role playing. And so I'm just, you know, I've always got a deck handy, and it just happened to be this deck that I grabbed. This is the Tarot Classic, and I was in a position where my character could do a reading for one of the NPCs. That's a non-playing character, so that is a non-player character. So my GM, my game master, or dungeon master would be referred to if we were playing D&D, is role-playing, is acting out all the other like characters that us real-life players are encountering. And so I'm in this cafe, and I've got my little cards there, and this woman comes over, and I'm in a position to give her a reading, and so this was the deck that I had in my hand, so I was just like, in the moment, I actually did a genuine reading for this character on live in the game. But what made it really weird and twisted my melon was that I was having to read in character, not as me and Kelly Bear would read the tarot, because she's swindling this woman, and so yeah, that was really fun. So this character, Mrs. Boggs, was this character's name. She was asking where her husband Bill, deceased, had buried the wooden chest. So and I was trying to get some information out of her regarding some body snatching, some resurrectionists that have been working in the graveyard just outside where her cafe is situated, because I feel like she might have heard some grumblings about who's been up to mischief. So I thought, well, I'll read her cards, butter her up a bit, and I had to do it as if I was channeling Bill, her husband Bill, through the cards and absolutely bullshitting her. And it was a really interesting reading. So what came up was the Queen of Wands, and as she was the proprietor of this sort of tea house / social hub, I took this to be her. She's quite enterprising and creative older lady in the winter of her years, and then I got the 7 of Pentacles. It's really, do you know what, I'm going to have to pause this video and check whether I have taken off autofocus, because for some reason it's just not showing. It's really bugging me, so this will be just a second for you. Apologies. The settings were fine. I don't know what I don't know what's going on. It's just misbehaving. So I got the 7 of coins. So obviously, oh, look and see, it just did it straight away. Then that's so weird. I don't know what's going on with this camera. Apologies. So yeah. Very I was sort of taking it very literally, and that he had buried the chest in a garden, in a flower bed that featured pink and blue flowers, and you know, 7's obviously disruptions, complications, and uneven numbers, sorry, disruption, 7, complications. So yeah, but it might be tricky to find. And then the Knight of Cups came up, and I took that to be her husband, being the charmer that he was, but he was full of BS, and here he is with this treasure chest that he's buried, and she's looking to find it. But I just thought that was really funny. If I can get them in the right order. It's really hard to do it when it's all backwards. So anyway, yeah, those are the cards. But I was like, oh, those could be my 3 cards for the day, because what I was intending to do today was pull 3 cards for my character, like in relation to the storyline that we're sort of playing out. But I had already pulled 3 cards, so I was like, well, I'll just use those. And when I had a look through the Bohemian Gothic Tarot, as luck would have it, I hadn't actually pulled any of those cards yet, which was just so wonderful. I was like, this is just kismet. So we have the Queen of Wands. So I just thought I'd just compare them, the depictions really. We've got the Queen of Wands here, where she's sort of in this grand house. She's got this kitty. Come on, camera. With her fan. It's like she's standing alone in a ballroom. Domain. And then the 7 of Pentacles, very, very different, obviously, because we have like a Marseille, and then we have this stack of skulls, which you'd often see in an ossuary, I guess, or catacombs, which are buried underground, often, not always, but very often. The catacombs are, because they are by their nature underground, but I mean ossuaries aren't always underground. Sometimes they're in churches and cathedrals and things. And then the knight, the face on the knight in this card cracks me up, because he looks like really pissed off, and like he's gonna like clobber someone with the cup, with the goblet. Don't know if I can get, I don't know. He looks kind of, I don't know, like looks like he's a bit like dopey. I don't know, it's funny. But yeah, like really different. This one's far more moody. Incidentally, we're playing a very gothic Call of Cthulhu campaign. It's all based in sort of the 1830s, and this atmosphere works perfectly for the vibe of the game. So yeah, really fun. But because I guess I had this deck literally in my hands, and also this would have been closer to what my character would have read with, this is the one that I went with. So yeah, that was really fun. I had so much fun with it. So those are my 3 cards for the day. Actually, I still haven't gotten around to reading the 3 entries for this, because I didn't finish playing till gone 11 o'clock last night, and then I went to bed, and I've not stopped since I got up this morning. So I will need to read those and add them into my tarot journal entry for the day. And yeah, that's the entry for today. Yeah, the 7th. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!